Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom, live from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano. I am Inu Safo. Coming up. Businesses and residents of Owutu-Senya East in the central region reveal negative impact of flooding on their lives.
We've lost everything, televisions, our sofas, our fridges, everything is gone. The rain has gone up to the roof. I was even surprised. I was surprised to see what I saw yesterday.
Also coming up, 12 people dead, 7 missing, and over 38,000 people displaced in Accra after Sunday and Monday's floods.
We have a total of 7,761 households that were displaced, with 38,802 individuals affected, with 7 persons still missing.
Business owners at Odona Plastics Market recount their losses after Monday's devastating fire incident.
Manfani easy, and Rami BP. No, yes, a minumo don't cry, and Mafam. And Mafamu, your Donna ma, or Mumuaye. Now he be bias, Kujo.
Ghana High Commission to South Africa announces plans to evacuate over 900 Ghanaians after anti-foreigners protest intensifies.
From tomorrow going, it's only God knows what will happen. My prayer is that the government must come with a strong alternative to come and repatriate people who are.
In Channel 1 Business. Government moving to ring-fence debt of Tema Oil Refinery as part of efforts to clean up company's books. In Channel 1 Sports. Elephants of Ivory Coast become second African team to exit 2026 FIFA World Cup after a 2-1 defeat to Norway. Thanks for joining us. Let's begin with the floods. While some residents mourn the loss of loved ones, others are struggling to recover from the devastating impact of the heavy rains that swept through parts of the Owutu-Senya East municipality. Many say access to food, clothing and shelter has become difficult, while businesses count their losses and begin rebuilding from scratch. Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiado has more in the following report.
This is Parliamentary Zone 6 in the Owutu-Senya East municipality of the Central Region, and it's a day after the community got inundated with floods. And so we are here this morning to find out the devastating impact of the flooding on members of this community. These are some refrigerators belonging to residents of this particular house, and they are all destroyed after the flood waters entered into them. With the level of the flood water rising above the window level, you can imagine how the rooms got inundated or submerged, leaving several personal belongings of occupants of this house.
We've lost everything, televisions, our sofas, our fridges, everything is gone. The rain has gone up to the roof. I was even surprised. I was surprised to see what I saw yesterday.
TVs be blamaye ye waha. Ni nyina nsuo na ko. Ana amanfo hufa ne ade na hufa no so. Omo de sodas na ye nti se nsuo ko mo pe na asai.
Ye dem no man nyina. Bibia, o say ya hange empire mattress ne nyina. Ye bibia asai. Me say me kwampo de me gina ade. Isa metima ga sa kam work ndia.
The mechanic so 30 hours na nsuo akomesi wo no. So for past by 3 months, the nyada met makwejuma because Bibia say control board Bibia.
What to eat or feed on has become a problem for the many households that have been affected because, according to them, they lost virtually every food item they were keeping in the house.
Yeah, mami ba kopena ko yono ma wa ye netu aba ma no. De atu enura no, yes eketo. De be di kra edi. Let ye hu bia, obe be ka se bia wa muji e bibia nto de ne di.
Yamani Dabonti, Obivala, that's a Kodanra.
Bibi Beda, Kwaya Fesso Bedidi, Yukutankwala, and Yazy 100 year, Yamianum Creamy, and that from Cra, Hadrin ye, papa.
The flooding has also had a significant impact on commercial ventures here in the affected zones.
People come for replacement. But yesterday we lost a lot of TVs that the screen have been broken. If they come, we have to repay them. The last time some guy wanted to fight with us, the only thing we can do is we have to repay.
I say, a more bag to say 5. I say, sugar, tokumi and I say,
according to the assemblyman for this area and a resident, several deaths have been recorded as a result of the flooding.
There are people who even lost their life. One at Freetown, and I haven't been able to tour all the electoral area. I don't know what has happened in other areas within my electoral area.
It's a BNTM PM from them. Yashri Nipansia. Almost Muslims for
apart from the lack of effective drainage system here in the community, the flooding situation has also been attributed to the dumping of waste into the Okudu River, as well as haphazard siting of buildings.
I think checking of human activities contribute. There's no discipline. People throw refuse around. Even if it does not rain, when it rains more, you see people coming out with rubbish, with all these kind of these things.
Ball na adadeni na no omodo gum. Obi o kan say ball na ogu katamusa na enya fan a. Obi o na wa kire so he o fie. Enti e ban sa no kwa na obi wo bi kwa na ese o yueni.
This footbridge connects Zone 6 to Pomete, and at the height of the flooding situation, the handrails got damaged, and then the concrete beams have also been compromised. Residents of the area are calling on authorities to take action.
It contributes to economic life of the people, this footbridge that you see. And every day, as I mentioned, people use this bridge. It's part of their daily life. So without this bridge, life will become very difficult in my electoral area.
I mean, my train equals school this side because of anything. And no man can so. No man, yeah, we can. I mean, this same Kalani bet me a school. Tell how they be better.
The deaths and destruction of personal belongings and commercial ventures have left a horrific memory for residents of this community. They are therefore calling on relevant stakeholders to take urgent steps to address this flooding situation. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Yado, Pomete, Central Region.
The Minister for the Interior, Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, says 7 people are missing and 12 lives have been lost following the flooding caused by Monday's downpour. He says a total of 7,761 households across 18 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies in Accra have been displaced, with 38,802 people affected by the floods. The minister made this known in a statement delivered on the floor of Parliament. Channel 1 News' Ni Ayikwe Okan reports.
Following the heavy rainfall on Monday, which resulted in the flooding of Accra and other parts of the country, the Minister for the Interior, Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak, appeared in Parliament on Tuesday to provide data on persons displaced and casualties recorded.
We have a total of 7,761 households that were displaced, with 38,802 individuals affected, with 7 persons still missing as of this morning, because, Mr. Speaker, I've been at the Finance Committee in the past 3 hours. I've not been able to read my briefs this afternoon. I don't know whether many more have been found, but 7 people as of this morning were displaced, and the total death are 12 individuals that we lost.
He also announced the release of an amount of 350 million Ghana cedis by the government to tackle the impact of the flooding.
The President has instructed that 200 million will be targeting relief items to this close to over 10,000 households that have been affected across the whole coast, and the 150 will be used to mitigate the flood issues within this, what do you call it, the coastal area.
Addressing journalists, the Minority Caucus called on members of the government's anti-flood task force to step aside to allow for a parliamentary probe into their inaction, which the caucus believes contributed to the flooding of the capital.
The minority is calling on this House to establish a parliamentary committee specifically mandated to investigate the conduct of the flood preparedness task force and the relevant government ministries and agencies in the lead up to this disaster. That inquiry must establish what work, if any, the task force undertook since its establishment, what funds were allocated to it, and how they were spent, what specific mitigation measures were planned and implemented, and why none of this prevented or meaningfully reduced the impact of foreseeable seasonal flooding. Those found responsible for negligence or dereliction of duty must be held accountable. Pending the outcome of this inquiry, the minority demands that all members of the task force step aside from their roles. This is not a presumption of guilt. It is a basic standard accountability that any institution facing serious questions over its conduct should observe.
The Minority Caucus also wants the Minister of Health, Kwabena Minta Kando, to appear before Parliament to brief the House on the measures being taken by the government to deal with any possible health risk associated with Monday's flooding.
Stagnant flood water mixed with uncollected refuse and overflowing sanitation facilities create conditions for the rapid spread of communicable diseases, including cholera, typhoid, and other waterborne and vector-borne illnesses. The minority is therefore pressing for an urgent and substantive briefing to this House by the Minister for Health, setting out precisely what steps are being taken to monitor affected communities for early signs of disease outbreak.
Well, for the Minority Caucus, the government's failure to tackle illegal mining activities, popularly known as galamsey, is also contributing massively to the flooding being witnessed in parts of the country. Reporting for Channel 1 News from Parliament, I am Ni Ayukwe Okain.
Residents of Samaraboy in the western region are counting their losses after returning to their homes following the receding of floodwaters. The displaced residents, who spent more than 2 weeks in temporary shelters, are appealing to the government for supports to rebuild their homes and replace lost belongings. Channel 1 News' Western Bureau Chief Fakwesi Ajay Anim reports.
Following a downpour on June 14th, the rivers Tano and Samre overflowed their banks, inundating large part of the Samaraboy community. The flooding displaced thousands of residents, forcing them to seek refuge in classrooms, churches, and temporary shelters. With the floodwaters receded, residents have returned to scenes of widespread destruction, with many homes damaged or partially collapsed and household belongings washed away. Affected residents are appealing to the government for both immediate relief and long-term support to rebuild their lives. The Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Authority, EPA, Professor Nana Ama Brown Kluche, who led a team to assess the impact of the flooding and investigated its causes, spoke to Channel 1 TV on the authorities' intervention and the way forward.
It's not just to dredge to allow the flow of the Tano River, because we see it blocked at different sections of the river. We also want to restore the banks. We want to actually build concrete wall to restore the banks, especially near the community or sections that is near the community to avoid further flooding from the river. So we'll do the dredging and also restore the banks with concrete walls to restore the integrity of the banks. And early last year, EPA announced that mining in our river bodies or any other illegal activity in our river body is illegal. And so we still stand by that statement. It's illegal to mine in our river bodies.
The New Patriotic Party flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has called for a state of emergency to address the recent surge in flooding. The former vice president made the call after visiting people affected by Monday's downpour in Odona, Santa Maria and Anyasu Utium. There's more in the following report.
During a tour of some flood-affected communities following Monday's downpour, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia said tackling the perennial flooding problem requires collaboration among experts and key stakeholders across the political divide. The heavy rains on Monday, June 29, triggered widespread flooding across parts of the Greater Accra region, resulting in loss of lives, displacement of residents, destruction of property, and a fire outbreak in the Odona area. According to him, the recurring floods have become a national challenge that demands a collective action and the expertise of professionals from various fields.
But I think that at the end of the day, I want Ghanaians, all of us, to come together. I don't want what is happening to break down into a partisan battle amongst the parties. There's a real issue of flooding facing Greater Accra region. And that issue is something that requires immediate and urgent solutions. And I think that that is where we should focus on. How do we solve the problem? We shouldn't get into blame games. We should focus on how we can quickly solve the problems. What is worrying for me is that the forecasts are forecasts of even more rain to come. And if this is going to be more rain, I believe that the government could also consider even declaring a state of emergency so that we deal with this in that particular format, that a state of emergency is declared, because this is a real big problem for this country.
The former vice president also appealed to Ghanaians to support individuals and families affected by the floods, stressing the urgent need for relief assistance. He encouraged citizens, organizations, and community groups to contribute in any way they can to support affected residents.
Let's stay with this flooding situation. Dennis Nate Ajano is the Greater Accra Regional Director of the National Disaster Management Organization, and he joins us over the phone lines for more. Mr. Nate, many thanks for joining me on the Channel 1 Newsroom.
Good evening once again.
Good evening to you. Thank
Yeah.
you. What is the latest with regards to the floods, your general assessment of the situation?
Thank you very much once again. We have done a lot of assessments, especially the post-flooding assessment after yesterday's heavy downpour. And we have identified the victims who we have placed at our safe havens. And then those, especially yesterday, the vulnerables who did not have relatives to stay with, we provided them with some items that could make them pass the night yesterday until today. That we continue with our assessment and then to see how we are going to activate our recovery protocols to make sure that all those that have been affected will be reinstated and get back onto their livelihoods.
Mr. Nate, can you confirm the number of fatalities, deaths, injuries, and displaced persons to us?
For the displaced persons, we continued our assessment today, so we are still receiving numbers. Some who were with their relatives are now stepping forward to be registered. But the fatalities, as of the close of yesterday, we recorded 8 persons, and today we've been receiving confirmed news from some of our municipalities and districts about 1 or 2 persons that have been found. And so we are compiling all those things so we can have a comprehensive report. I'm sure by tomorrow morning we could have exactly the number confirmed fatalities.
Well, the Meteorological Agency is predicting more rains. Is NADMO in a position to address the challenges that may come with it?
Oh, exactly so. At this moment, our emergency preparedness activities have been activated because even though we had already planned, but yesterday's rain was overwhelming. And so we used the medium yesterday as well to appeal to philanthropists and other organizations that would want to assist. I mean, it's a collaborative effort. We need to collaborate with all agencies, everybody to come on board. President has directed that an amount from the contingency fund be used to support the victims. And so we are ready. We are much ready. The emergency rescue team is also much ready for any eventualities that will occur.
Critics say that we are a reactive country and not a preventive country. Going forward, we know that the rains will come again, but we keep paying lip service to it. How do we prevent this from happening again?
NADMO prevention is our core mandate, and we activated our early warning system very early this time. I think way back February, March, we started our sensitization exercises. We identified the flood flashpoints in the country, and I'm speaking for Greater Accra, so in the region as a whole. And so it's not a matter of being reactive. We have put in all these measures in place. But of course, sometimes you cannot beat nature. Even though we were predicting, GMET had already given us all the updates in terms of the pattern this year as to the earlier commencement of the rain this year, which we had also communicated to citizens and community members who are living in this flood-prone area. So we are much prepared. We are much prepared, and in terms of our response and then our recovery.
Mr. Nasi, thank you for speaking to me. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you too.
Let's move on to some other stories now. Temporary accommodation has been provided for victims of flooding in Petoi in the Agotime-Ziope district after more than 150 people were displaced and over 250 households affected by the overflow of the Toje River. Although the community was not directly impacted by the recent heavy rains, rising water levels upstream caused the river to burst its banks, flooding homes and forcing families to flee. Some affected residents said they had lost their belongings to the floodwaters and appealed for urgent support.
Etia jeva mi hosebe fefe ku kakala nya ku tia do mi agbole apia mi ku noa edefunemi ya edefunemi ale gbegbe ta ale ke mi o mi je nu mi nu kote pata for mi agbo ka je gegere from around then, but before then la mi jagwa mi raise mi gere dore e yam mi do ko yen mi okay have affected la ke ya she I think it's normal ke fi fia la for around 2 years me ko be eje didi and as at now yala the situation now la we are having a hope kaka ba echonwa ke yala aga ka yiwi agire.
This is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Government moving to ring-fence debt of Tema Oil Refinery as part of efforts to clean up company's books. We have the details shortly. Do stay.
Your health is your most valuable asset and it deserves expert attention. At the International Maritime Hospital, we believe healthcare should be personal, precise, and delivered with excellence. That's why we provide specialist-led care combining experienced doctors, advanced diagnostics, and a client-centered approach. From preventive care to specialist consultations and advanced treatment, every step is handled with precision and care. Our serene environment, modern facilities, and dedicated medical team ensure you receive the quality care you deserve every time. Our experienced team ensures you receive the attention you deserve. So whatever it is for you or your family, choose care you can trust. Visit the International Maritime Hospital located at Community 3 Tema or call 0303 220 030 or 055 222 2290. International Maritime Hospital. We serve and we care.
Imagine a life where every moment flows effortlessly, where every choice brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. Give yourself more ways to receive joy. Have more time to party. With G-Money, every moment flows seamlessly. Just pay and keep the good vibes going. Instantly top up airtime or data so you never miss life's special moments, because your memories together should matter more. Give yourself more freedom to celebrate. Pay bills quickly and seamlessly so nothing disrupts your moments. Have more financial control. With G-Money, you can effortlessly manage bulk payments and keep your business running smoothly. Dial *488# or download the app and explore the new G-Money today. G-Money. Give yourself more.
Misro. Eteye simani sui. Doctor Samuel Koye operation. Cataract surgery. Misro.
Minia. Ustro sesen. Sisia Dr. Agawa ama operation ya yes simple okrom ha won't say. Sisia there no ABS.
ABS. And also ne
ABS na chese. No anesthesia. No bleeding. No suture. Unt na hospital hokra anche. Obeji di senra. Me koye surgery.
Sa.
Ani ene se medi ye medwuma ene you. Hwese meni da hokle.
Wow. Na simple sa. O se hospital ba no.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital. E Bentesa no police station. Wow. From that was 0501 534 498 and 0553 019 311.
Dr. Agawa's Eye Hospital for eyes like new.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Business with Nashi Kasiza.
CNR Business is brought to you by EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,247.
Hey, Abili, wabedim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Good evening, Na. How are you?
Good evening. I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm very well. What's happening in business? Thank you.
I'll tell you shortly.
Go ahead.
Now, the government is moving to ring-fence the debt of the Tema oil refinery as part of efforts to clean up the company's books and support its long-term recovery, despite the refinery posting a profit after tax of 1.24 billion Ghana cedis in 2025. We have more in this report.
Tema Oil Refinery ended the year 2025 with improved earnings, posting a profit after tax of 1.24 billion cedis. Despite the performance, the state-owned refinery continues to face balance sheet challenges linked to accumulated liabilities and a negative equity position. Speaking at the 18th Annual General Meeting in Accra, the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapor, said the planned intervention is intended to create a cleaner financial outlook and position the refinery for renewed growth.
One of the key challenges has to do with your liabilities. It makes your balance sheet impaired. And when your balance sheet is impaired, it's difficult to raise financing. And as if the Minister of Finance knew what was happening. He's asked me to get one of the audit companies, PwC or any of those companies.
For his part, the managing director of TOR, Edmond Combat, maintained that addressing the historical obligations remain critical to sustaining recent gains.
It will make us a very vibrant and a profitable refinery, and it will let us achieve the mandates that the President has given us. The President has asked us to expand the refinery, and I think very soon it will be announced. The refinery is going to move, and we are targeting about 200,000 barrels per stream day.
Away from that, the Ghana Chamber of Mines is renewing its call for at least 30% of mining royalties to be allocated to host communities, arguing that the current revenue sharing formula is failing to deliver meaningful development in mining areas. The Chamber says the existing arrangement under which only about 8% of mining revenues reaches local assemblies is inadequate and must be reviewed. There's more in this report.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Kenneth Ashibe, called for a shift from focusing solely on mineral production to creating greater value through industrialization, skills development and technology. He spoke at the Mining for Development Forum organized by the Chamber.
Actively, government takes is disproportionate. You would not be, they will struggle. And you will find out that they would factor that into the cost of capital that they would give to them. Now, another thing about it is that even when the revenues come, how are we sharing them? So you make money from corporate income tax, free carried interest, the growth and sustainability levy, then the royalties as well. All of that goes into the mineral income holding account.
The Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Gold Board said the board has issued 2 licenses for local gold refineries to boost value addition and retain more benefits from Ghana's mineral resources.
We've signed 2 refinery licenses with 2 local refinery companies to supply them up to a ton of the ASM gold that we buy. Yes, our primary mandate is to buy ASM gold.
Technical advisor at the Ministry of Finance, Dr. Theo Champon, said government will engage investors to explore mutually beneficial arrangements that promote greater value retention from the country's mineral wealth.
We do recognize the contribution of the industry. We want to do more with the industry and for the industry, and we want to see more value retention.
Now, the 2026 City Business Festival Management Bootcamp has successfully concluded, with participants lauding City FM and Channel 1 Television for delivering practical leadership training and strategic business knowledge. The High Impact Executive Development Program brought together professionals, managers, and corporate leaders. We have more. The seasoned facilitators for the week-long bootcamp equipped participants with the leadership, strategic management, and decision-making skills needed to drive business growth and organizational success. Held from June 21 to June 26, 2026 at the Platinum Bay Hotel, the program focused on critical areas including strategy, competitiveness and market leadership, organizational excellence, customer service and market relevance, brand growth and digital market influence, technology and intelligent decision-making, as well as crisis management, corporate reputation and sustainability. Participants say they plan to immediately apply the knowledge and skills acquired during the bootcamp within their respective organizations.
It's been a 5-day long training, which has been very, very good. They really gave us something solid to work with, and I'm very certain that this is going to impact my business in the long run. I'm happy I was here.
I've enjoyed this program all through. Very practical sessions, insightful experiences have been shared by different people from different industries. It's been a good session. It's been a good 5 days here, and I'm glad that I joined. Thank you.
I'm so grateful to be part of this course and thankful for all the tools and the materials we've received. Grateful for management for also making it possible for us to be here.
Other participants also expressed satisfaction with the program, describing the networking opportunities with professionals from diverse industries as one of its most valuable outcomes.
I got 100% or more than 100% value for money. I left with real connections, a lifetime platform, and a direct access to industry giants and professors who gave us current and top level insights that we can use actually today.
Personal branding, I mean, it was thought-provoking. Can't also forget the new people I met, expanded my network, amazing people. And I want to say thank you very much, Team City, the great experience.
We've had a lot of insights and understanding of using AI in the industries that we work with. And it's been amazing. I recommend it to every manager, in fact, C-suite manager and upcoming managers.
The Management Bootcamp forms part of the 2026 City Business Festival, which is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Absa Bank and sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited and Petra Trust. Let's now bring you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. That's it for Channel 1 Business. I am Nashika Caesar. Inosafo, back to you.
Thank you very much, Na. Let's do some more stories. Business owners at the Adorna Plastics Market and residents in surrounding communities are counting their losses following Monday's torrential rains that triggered severe flooding across parts of Accra. The floods, which submerged homes, shops and major roads, also led to a devastating fire outbreak at the Odorna Plastics Market, destroying goods worth thousands of cedis and leaving many traders uncertain about how to rebuild their businesses. Channel 1 News' Wahab Abdul Razak reports.
This is Adabraka, the plastic market, which is a few meters away from the Odor River. And it's very devastating over here. Although the floodwaters have receded, the fire has been extinguished, but troubling scenes here because I hope you can see in my shots, remnants of several hundreds of shops and livelihoods were destroyed. Traders and business owners are now coming in to really assess the impact of the situation, with a lot of them counting losses, weeping, crying, and also asking how they're going to put themselves together and come back to business.
Manfani easy, and Rami BP, no yes, a minumo donocra and mafam, and mafamo, your donna ma, omumwaye, na he bibiash, kojo.
We have lost billions of cedis. We can't tell because we own some of the companies. Most of the companies that supply us the goods, we are owing them.
We are not afraid, guys. I see on bag, I be on the beside no common yashing found. Sana beba. A cadea booby pa, cause I'm never meaning I say more good table, so meaning I for that's by seeing tables in the money enough. So they will help my break.
It's more than 50,000 Ghana cedis because this one, only this bag, because it's a Nigeria foodstuff. So to buy it and brought it here, one bag is like 10,000 Ghana cedis. A lot. And the worst part of it is that I borrow the money. I borrow loan to go and buy. If I'm selling, I will now return it small, but everything got spoiled. So I don't know. I'm begging government people to compensate us if they are able. We are begging.
This morning again, personnel from the Ghana Fire Service, officials from there, are back to the scene to assess the situation again. We're going to engage them about all that.
As of now, we have not recorded any casualty in as much as those things are concerned. But we realize that you could see that most of the properties here have damaged. Stores have been burnt, and like my boss initially said, over 200 estimated shares are gone. And I think that going forward, with the needed collaboration, some of these things can be curtailed on time.
Over 200 market shares destroyed at the Odorna Plastic Market, with 3,000 plus traders affected. The traders are now calling on authorities to come to their aid to help them rebuild their businesses. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Wahab Abdul Razak.
Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, Benjamin Kwashi, says another voluntary evacuation of Ghanaian nationals will take place soon as anti-immigration protests continue across South Africa. Hundreds of anti-immigration protesters took to the streets of South Africa's administrative capital, Pretoria, on Tuesday. Details in this report by Melody Fafa Portufe.
My phone, they damaged my gate. Is it much and much? And the city is doing nothing about it. He's a useless president.
Hundreds of anti-immigration protesters marched through central Pretoria on Tuesday, June 30, 2026, as demonstrations calling for stricter immigration enforcement gathered momentum across South Africa, heightening fears among migrant communities. Protesters gathered at Church Square in Pretoria's central business district before marching to the Sunnyside police station, clad in traditional Zulu warrior attire with bows, arrows and spears. The group has been demanding stronger action against illegal immigration and stricter enforcement of immigration laws. According to them, there is a high rate of drug use, prostitution, among other social vices in the country as a result of illegal foreigners. In Rustenburg, in South Africa's northwest province, some businesses remained closed. Business owners cited security concerns and the possibility of unrest as reasons for suspending operations. The protesters submitted a petition giving the Mpumalanga provincial government 7 days to address the issue of undocumented foreign nationals. Founder of the March and March movement, Jacinta Ngobez Zuma, commended citizens for their immense support for the protest to safeguard the interests of South African nationals.
And we want to say that history will remember you as patriots who did not shy away from standing up for your country when the time was needed.
In the case of Ghana, Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, Benjamin Kwashi, has cautioned that the situation surrounding anti-immigration protests may worsen in the coming days, urging Ghanaians to strictly adhere to safety advisories.
No Ghanaian has been attacked, no Ghanaian shop has been looted, and our compatriots are safe. I can confidently tell you that what will happen from tomorrow will even be worse than what has happened today. Tomorrow there will not be police people on the street like they are today to protect life and property of foreign nationals. So we continue monitoring the situation and giving the advisory where we can, and also encourage Ghanaians to pay heed to the advisory anytime we give it out.
However, a Ghanaian resident in South Africa, Timothy Manu, says a large number of undocumented migrants remain in the country and is urging the Ghanaian government to resume the registration of potential evacuees.
I don't think that today is going to end the situation here in South Africa, because from tomorrow going, it's only God knows what will happen. My prayer is that the government must come with a strong alternative to come and repatriate people who are stranded here for now.
Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, Benjamin Kwashi, noted that another repatriation exercise would be undertaken next week and that details of the evacuation would be communicated in due course.
This is still the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV with me, Inu Safo. Still to come. Elephants of Ivory Coast become second African team to exit knockout stage of 2026 FIFA World Cup after 2-1 defeat to Norway. We have those details shortly. Don't go away.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious.
Lizzie Shito, hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yete, Lizzie, oh Lizzie. Lizzie Shito,
Lizzie Shito, the Shito. C'est only Lizzie Shito over fail.
Lizzie Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito, dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Femi Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Femi once now.
Hey, that's you.
Improve car.
Yeah.
Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Femi sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso. Papa.
tum preko.
As the sun rises over the city of Accra, its warm glow settles on one of the city's most thoughtfully planned communities, Lakeside Estate. And once again, something exceptional is unfolding. After the successful sale of our 4-bedroom Orca at Lakeside Hills, a new masterpiece is about to make its debut. An exquisite 4-bedroom story Orca home overlooking a breathtaking landscape of the Abri Mountains. This remarkable home now features a total floor area of 330 square meters, set on a generous 7,140 square foot plot. Step inside and you're welcomed by a spacious foyer leading to an open living and dining area, paired with a modern fitted kitchen with a stylish island crafted for the ultimate cooking experience. On the first floor, family living takes center stage. Spend quality time together and enjoy the convenience of a newly added infinite kitchenette, perfect for warming up your coffee or tea. For our esteemed homeowners who value privacy and productivity, a dedicated study area has been beautifully integrated into the design. This new home is a testament to trust, craftsmanship, and modern living. A space where elegance, comfort, and style come together effortlessly. Book your spot today by calling our sales expert on 020-477-5040 or 020-477-5042. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Sports with Bernard Abekwatri. I'm disappointed in Ivory Coast's exit.
They behave like that often, though.
Oh, do they?
At the stage, I don't know their problem. I feel the manager should have made the right decision to start Amad Diallo. He wasted that opportunity. So, yeah.
Give us more details.
Let's get into it, shall we? Now, Ivory Coast have become the second African nation to exit the 2026 FIFA World Cup knockout stages after a narrow 2-1 defeat to Norway. Erling Haaland struck a dramatic late winner in the 86th minute, tapping home from close range to send Norway through to the last 16 clash with Brazil. But Brute was in the right place at the right time, bundling in Patrick Beck's cutback to seal Norway's progression and end Ivory Coast World Cup campaign. Let's talk about Ghana now. And the Ghana Football Association's Executive Council member and Black Princesses Management Committee Chairman Gideon Fosu believes the Black Stars have what it takes to make a deep run at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. His comments come as Ghana prepares for its round of 32 clash against Colombia on Saturday, July 4 at 10 a.m. after progressing from Group L to reach the knockout stages. Speaking on the team's campaign, Fosu expressed confidence in the Black Stars' ability to compete with the remaining teams in the tournament and urged Ghanaians to continue to rally behind the national team.
I think right now we are in the knockout stage. And for me, the knockout stage is like MTN FA Cup. Like, you know, it's how you strategize, it's how you map up your game plan. And I think Kirosh is a master tactician, like we have all seen. So hopefully we would do what we have to do. And I believe that the team can take it a game at a time. On the hard work. But once we call it, like I was just telling somebody before the game, we just need to play. I mean, the boys need to express themselves in this game. And I think the first half wasn't too good. There were a bit of, issues within the midfield area, but second half largely the guys showed up. And so, yeah, once we have moved to the next stage, the most important thing for all of us. Yeah.
Well, that's the very latest from the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abeku. That's just sports.
Thank you very much, Abeku. And that's how we wrap up today's bulletin. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel 1 TV. Download the Channel 1 Newsroom app on the Google Play Store. I am Inusafu. Many thanks for watching.